Welcome everyone to episode 9 of the Video Game Book Club for the month of August 2021. This time around, I am joined by Soul Charizard, Nakuso, Shaishen, Hamber, Bajerwin, and Tailman. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello. What is up again? It's your boy.
Yeah.
This month's theme was beat 'em up games, and the game that won the popular vote was Big Action Mega Fight, which was nominated by Bajerwin. This game was developed by Double Stallion Games and released back in January 2016. Double Stallion's website describes Big Action Mega Fight as, quote, a classic single-player beat-em-up brawler with a modern twist. Hilarious 2D cartoon combat will leave you with your jaw on the floor and your hands full of blisters. Blast your way through levels filled with luscious art and unforgettable enemies. But that's how the website describes the game. How would everyone here describe the game? Question 1. How would you describe the game to someone in one sentence? Little activity, micro skirmish.
Get ready to kick some bad guys. And chickens.
I would say it is a simple, but it's a surprisingly chill beat 'em up game with upgrade mechanics, and it changes up the tedious gameplay that you might expect from the whole genre of fighting games, or beat 'em ups in this case.
I would say that's it's a cheap and average beat 'em up to play on the toilet.
You get to experience 35 levels of fun and excitement while you save your friend by beating and bashing all the evil and stinking clucks that get in your way. Also, this game supports chicken abuse. Hashtag chicken lives matter.
I would describe the game as a mind-numbing, poultry-raining, beat-em-up game about finding a dude and something about drugs, and we don't like drugs. Beat 'em up. No, don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Wink wonk.
What would I say? What would I say it? Equal rights, equal fights. There we go. Next.
Equal rights, equal fights?
Yeah.
That's about right.
Were we?
There's both.
We're
You
both
both
the same game here.
Yeah, you fight both males and females. They throw punches, they get punches. Easy as that.
Question 2. What are your experiences with beat 'em up games? I would say I enjoy myself a good beat 'em up game. I've played Castle Crashers, River City Girls, Streets of Rage 4, Dragon's Crown, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Full Metal Furies. Let's just say Furries. Okay, and I really enjoy this genre for pretty much 3 big reasons. One of them is they're easy to pick up and put down. The second reason is they are usually going to be multiplayer, and third, these types of games can be beaten in one sitting. And, for those reasons alone, it's just, this genre is perfect for like a small gathering of friends and family who like want something more than a simple party game. It's just easy to get into, really quick to beat, and it's just a fun time, Fun time. Bring some snacks, bring some drinks, and you should be good.
I did play some beat 'em up games, like somewhat Tubby Morris said, but I'm gonna add a bit more to that. I played Batman Rise of Sun Tzu.
Man,
Oh, really?
I forgot about that one.
I played that game too. So for me, beat 'em ups is a genre that I play once in a while. It's not like what I go to, but I don't mind playing them. I like them. Like Tubby and Soul said, being able to beat it in a short sitting is what I really like about it. It can kind of turn off your brain for the most part too, and just chill out. And usually beat 'em ups, like every time I play one, generally I like to play with someone else because it's more of a fun experience, especially if you can like beat each other up. So games like Castle Crashers, I played the Streets of Rage series, and Final Fight are probably like the first games I experienced. And Double Dragon I also played, of course, the Shank games, and one that I'm surprised that Tubby or So didn't say is Beautiful Joe, which is a platformer beat 'em up game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Yeah,
clever.
and out of all those games, probably Streets of Rage or Beautiful Joe is the ones I enjoyed the most. And I'm looking forward to like future beat 'em up games. Like doing this whole video game book club definitely made me appreciate different genres more, except for Double Kick Heroes. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it.
For me, beat 'em up games, not a big fan of them.
but I play them in a party setting, like Castle Crashers and with that Full Metal game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a type of game I would play alone, considering of the structure of what a beat 'em up is, with like the many enemies and fighting. Yeah, not too much experience, but I am willing to play it in a party setting.
Exactly.
Call of Duty is a beat 'em up if you just melee with knives. But yeah,
When you think about it, isn't every game a beat 'em up?
Yeah, every game is a beat 'em
Oh
up.
dear.
Okay, so I really thought when I looked at the description it was beat 'em ups and fighting games, but I didn't know it was strictly beat 'em ups. Because if it was fighting games, I played a lot because like fighting was like my favorite things to do. So yeah, so the only beat 'em up games I played is this game and Castle Crashers, but not really Castle Crashers. Only Castle Crashers if I'm at Tubby Moore's house. I agree with all of you guys is that it's more enjoyable with a party session. I mean, I had a pretty good time playing this game, so it was pretty entertaining. But like I said, I'm a new gamer girl, so everything's exciting for me.
My experience with beat 'em up games, I actually didn't know beat 'em up was even a genre by itself, but after looking into the beautiful world of my gaming, what's it called? What's that game?
Career.
No. Yeah, game career. Castle Crashers with the boys. Full Metal Furies. Furies. Totally meant to say Furies. Frick, there's another one. There's frick. Those ones. I forgot. There's more somewhere, but those ones. And more somewhere. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so my experience with beat 'em ups, I don't really play them that often, but whenever I do, it's usually with either other people or someone else. I never play them on my own volition until this game came about. So my only experience I have with beat 'em ups per se is Castle Crashers, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the video game. That one I remember playing a lot with Nengo, and then of course Big Action Mega Fight. So those are the only games that come to my mind at the moment in terms of beat 'em ups because I typically don't play them much. Oh wait, Full Metal Furies. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that one we all played. Yeah, we never finished it, but we played it quite a lot.
Question 3. What is one thing you liked about the game? So this is kind of a double-edged sword for me because it's like, how do I say this? I like the game with how easy it is to pick up. It's not overly complicated. Like it's very simple. You have your basic quick attacks, your power attacks, your special attacks, and it's just structurally it's simple, straightforward, easy to pick up, and everything makes sense. But that's gonna be my for the next question. I'll have to save it. But I just like the way the game is structurally sound. It has a good solid foundation with the type of game it is, which is a beat 'em up game, and for that, I enjoy it. I like it.
The one I kind of like the finishers. Really, it's just like the more that you collect and the more you want to use, it's like. You can either like summon a giant punching fist to the ground
just from the
heavens, yes, or you can like drop explosive meteor like chickens to the ground, like decimating a group of enemies like that.
Good. Roll the ending.
Yeah, or you could just like launch your enemy into outer space and let them crash down to Earth, knocking down a few groups of enemies. It's a really interesting way of like not taking down your enemies without ending up dead. Some way. I think they're not dead. I think. Who knows? Oh well.
All right. This is the part of the video of where Soul's internet cuts out. Give it a second.
God damn it. Ah, jeez.
Oh no,
I hate when
you're
it does
fine.
that.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Yeah. Okay, so where did I leave off?
You're punching someone into the space to come back down. It's fun.
Yeah. And I think that was about it, I said. And I said next.
Somewhat to piggyback off of Soul, I like the upgrade system, which is something you don't often see in fighting games, upgrading your attacks, health, getting new abilities. That's you usually have like everything when you just play through a game, and you just figure out your different combos and stuff. So this one really gave it a unique kind of depth that you usually don't see, and I really appreciate that. Especially since this is a mobile game, which makes it like understandable why they would have upgrade systems, because since this was a port of a mobile game, you would spend money on probably like certain upgrades or power ups, and then there's the whole roulette when you begin the stage, and you can pick a certain ultimate ability, and if you don't like that one, you can re-roll it. So it definitely makes sense, but it's still pretty clever for what they try to do, and I really you know what? I give them some credit for that. The upgrade system is pretty cool, and it would be cool to see that like expanded upon if they ever made a sequel to this game. But that is pretty much it for the one thing that I like.
So the one thing I like, I mean, it was easy, but I had a big problem with this question because I feel like, considering it's a mobile game and how easy it was, I have to go into this game like it was a high school project for a final. And it's not nothing like a AAA game or anything too extreme, but I mean, the game was just solid. I just liked how solid it was. There was nothing like crazy that like game breaking or not even any bugs. It was just everything worked. The hits,
Well, actually,
hits registered. Well, what I experienced.
Oh, yeah,
Well, there was bugs.
I mean, never mind.
Yeah, I
Everything
experienced-
worked. Just kidding. You're good. You're good.
Or is right. Everything was well. There's nothing bad. I didn't see anything bad. But I will continue with my dislikes portion.
Whoa. Okay, before we keep going.
Taishan's audio.
Your audio keeps like going from like low to high.
Really? Oh, I think it's because I was shaking my head when I was talking.
Okay.
I was shaking my head in and out.
Going back and forth.
Disappointment.
Yeah, because I was like, it's a lot of uncertainty in my voice because of
Oh, okay.
All
the
right. yeah,
game
you're
and
good.
compared to a review.
I
was just
got
wondering.
CN level later. It'll work itself out.
Okay.
I mean, he's adding debt to his
'Cause
review.
It's hard to say I like this,
Without
but what
squinting a
Tubby
little
said,
bit.
right?
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
it.
how'd you know I was squinting?
Because I can hear it, the hesitation, and I understand where you're coming
It's like
from.
Tubby, what Tubby said, like almost the exact same thing, double-edged
It's
sword.
a good foundation.
Yeah.
So, I agree with Shaishin and just like everyone else. It's really hard to hate on a game where it's just, it's supposed to be simple and straightforward. And yeah, he said that it was basically a mobile game. But I will agree that it was pretty relaxing playing this game, which it sounds really weird because there was some levels that wasn't relaxing, but compared to the other book club games we played, it was pretty relaxing to play like a game that was only like it said 3 hours, but it only took 1 hour. Like compared to the other games, it was like 10 hours. So it was like a nice pace of change. So like the chickens, I don't support like chicken abuse, but I thought that was a really, because I didn't think I was gonna see chickens again. And, like, cause from like the last thing I was gonna see is guacamole, but I really liked the chickens. I really liked all the different like the clunks. Is the clunks, right? I thought they're clunks.
Yeah, I played the game. Yeah, it's clunks.
Yeah, I like the clunks. I like how some of them had their own like special move, and you had to like, do like a special. You had to do like a certain like fight move, or you had to dodge. That was pretty cool. So it wasn't just like straight up just beat him up. There was some strategy to it because I thought you could just button mash, but you can't do that. You can't do that in that game. And I thought that was pretty good, especially if it's for a mobile game.
One thing I liked about the game, the chickens. That's all I gotta say. Because I mean, I was gonna say like the beating up people, but that's kind of the point of a beat 'em up game. So that's kind of not a good answer. So the chickens, I like the chickens.
I liked apart from the chickens, I liked how easy it was to at least when you figure out the controls. That's another tangent, but when you figure it out, it's actually really easy to pick up and play. And thankfully, it's very simplistic in how it approaches your enemies. There's only like I think 3 major types, but they actually have enough variances between them where you don't really notice until you actually look closely. So that's nice. Let me think. There is the standard. I don't know her names, Leo or something. There's the girl that gets like uppercut, and then there's the 2 big boys. Yeah, 4. You're right. Okay, but yeah, basically simple enemies, and it's just a simple concept, so it's easy to pick up and play whenever. So yeah.
Question 4. What is one way you would improve the game? So technical issues aside, the thing that I would improve with the game is it's the thing that also makes the game easy to pick up, and it's just the game is too simple. Like I want a little bit more complexity to the game. Like it doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just maybe something as simple as allowing the player to juggle enemies, being able to knock them to air, even like something really simple as performing attacks on enemies while they're on the ground. I just want an extra layer of depth to the game. Like I said before, and like what everyone else has said, like the game as a foundational beat 'em up, it's solid, it's there, all the pieces are in place. We just want more from it, and that's my thing. I just want more. I want more to this game.
Oh boy, I have a list, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is one thing. I'm pretty sure. Let's just say I don't mind having like simple punching combos. But
Yes.
There needs to be more combo moves. Or like a store for combos. So you can like, how do you want to like defeat your enemy, and like instead of using your punches, you can also use like a headbutt or a kick, or like one of those chubby enemies that when they do the belly bump kind of thing.
Excuse me. One of the enemies is named McLean.
Oh no, not this again.
I forgot there was a name for them.
How dare you just label him as the chubby guy?
I am sorry. Okay, there's like I was too focused on trying to staying alive while fighting. Okay.
And they're called clunks, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was his name. I forgot that was a name. My bad.
That's the enemy's name. They're
Seems
clunks.
like someone wasn't paying attention to the story.
I mean, I knew the enemy's name, but it's just like it just like skipped out of my head.
All right, so
yeah.
Before you continue, what is the name of the main character?
Oh crap!
Because I don't know either.
Isn't his name like Buster or something?
I have no idea, dude.
Adding combo moves like in Devil. Not Devil May Cry. No. I am not saying that. I mean River City Girls.
We got a triple, baby. That's the third time he said.
Nope. I am redacting that. I mean River City Girls.
I'm keeping that in. Montages of Soul fangirling over Devil May Cry 5.
Oh no.
I love it, dude. I told you, man. Every single game with some type of combat, you compare it to Devil May Cry 5.
I am redacting that statement. I am redacting that.
That's freaking staying in. That's staying in. All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, I was just saying, adding combo moves like in the River City Girls to maybe like achieve some sort of to achieve like a finisher or like a.
Uh-oh. All right, this is the part of the video where Soul is gonna be cut off from his internet.
Did it happen again?
Oh, hey, welcome back. Okay, go ahead.
Adding combo moves like in River City Girls, and just maybe as a way to achieve finishers, like to get to the certain finishers I mentioned, like the space orbital punch or something like that. Yeah. And that's about it.
So one thing that I would improve from the game is probably adding bosses. That's just a simple one. I was surprised that there wasn't like a boss at each of the main areas at the end of a section. Just having some cool different mechanics that would interact with would also give the game more depth, along with the stuff that Tubby and So said. So yeah, pretty much just a boss, especially like the last level should have definitely had something.
It kind of just ended, didn't it?
It was a bit anticlimactic.
That's what I said. He said like W Moore said it was 50 levels, and then when it was like 35, I was like, oh.
Back to part 2 of what I was talking about before. This game
He's
was
shaking his head.
base. This game was base, average, nothing. You as most games go, right? You have a cake. There's icing, there's toppings, there's all the crap on top.
Mm-hmm.
But in the middle, there's that base cake. This was just the cake itself. No frosting. Right off the oven, this is what it was. It was solid for the gameplay aspect, but everything else, like no bosses, there's no combos, all that stuff. There's nothing on that cake to make it special. The story was lacking, or I mean, what story? I mean, there's nothing in there. I feel like they just need to add, the spice. They just need to add a spice and everything else that a game needs for someone to, like, not fanboy over it, but praise it for what it is.
They need to actually turn on the oven after putting the cake in.
Yeah. But that's it. Improving. A lot of things I would improve, but in a general sense, improve the game,
I got you.
Like not just like a general, not just improve the game. I'm talking about like improve the game by adding the things that make people interested. As again, it's a high school project to me. All right, and I'm not looking for anything flashy, but for the grade, I want you to follow the rubric for the grade.
I mean, the only thing I didn't like about the games was just the technical problems that we discussed before. But it's like, what do you not like about the game? Like, what am I not supposed to like? Like, that's a really hard question.
It's not really a way you're not supposed to like. I guess the question was, what is one way you would improve the game?
I guess I don't know if someone mentioned this before, but I thought the time battles were really interesting, and I thought it would be cool because like it's usually at the end of the map, the time battles. But wouldn't it be cool if you did a boss battle for the last one? Can boss battles be in beat 'em ups?
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing.
Yeah, but I thought about it. I was like, it really wouldn't make much sense since it's a single player game.
No,
but
you can still have boss battles. Noxo mentioned it also.
Oh, yeah. So, having a boss battle would be really cool at the end. And more levels. I really wanted to play 50 levels. I really did. Like, I was actually, like, having fun. And then I was, like, 35 levels. And I was like, oh, I saved him. Okay. But it's cool that you get to go back to the levels. But another thing, too, that I was really confused is, like, I was trying to get like 3 stars with everything, but it kind of felt close to impossible. And then Shaishin mentioned that you just don't get hit.
Yeah.
But like I only got there was one time I played a level, I only got hit like 1 or 2 times, but I still had a 1 star. So it had to be more, like I wish it was more clear on how you could get a 3 star. It just didn't make sense to me, and I think that's another way to improve. Yeah, because I was like, how am I supposed to get a 3 star? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to improve? Like, am I supposed to like
maybe high combo or something? Like
maybe I don't know. Like that's a good one too. Like maybe combo attacks. Like I'm gonna keep comparing it to Guacamelee. But yeah, like combo attacks. More chicken rain, or whatever you call it. What's it called?
Yes.
Chicken parade.
Sure.
More of that. More chickens. Like.
Oh, poultry rain. I wrote in the chat.
Poultry rain, yeah. There's not enough spice in there. Like really, no. Like, and also, I'm just mad that you get to play as a male character. There was literally the other girl, and I wish you could like switch off in between them two. Like, like in the beginning of the character, pick your character, him or her. Like, I wish they did that too. Like, I don't want to play an ugly male.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. Ugly male, chubby guy?
What?
More gender equality. I just believe. It's like, if you're gonna do like chicken abuse, I think there should be more gender equality.
They're gonna say human abuse.
Human abuse too.
Okay then.
Resize the screen in the options. I was playing on the tiniest screen ever. I can't figure out how to fix it. I did literally everything I could of. Look into my freaking downloads to see if I'm missing something. I tried to do like key controls on the keyboard. That wasn't a thing. I looked in the options. That's also not a thing.
Did you try changing the display settings?
I didn't want to mess with that because last time I did that, I forgot I couldn't get out of it. Stuck on a screen because I have multiple monitors, so I'm just like, it's fine. But I played on a tiny screen and I just sort of accepted it and I still finished the game on time, so it's fine. Also more chicken.
If there's one thing I could improve with the game is making it more accessible initially, because it took me a while to figure out what the controls were, how to navigate the menu. I actually just mashed on random buttons before I was able to single out which one did what, and that wasn't really fun. But it was like it took less than 5 minutes to figure it out. But if you could tell,
I wish.
What was that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's like the only one I didn't like. Honestly, it was just that part, but everything else was smooth sailing after that. And yeah, of course, the postage stamp screen. I had that issue too, and I sort of just dealt with it. I'm like, whatever, I don't mind this. It reminds me of like old Flash games you could play online or something. So
hey,
I did that. Yeah, pretty much. So there's that, and I think that's it. Everything else in the game was nice. I can't think of anything else. Oh, being able to switch your character. I was wondering how could you switch characters. I thought maybe you had to beat the game once, and like because I noticed in every cutscene there's always the coach, you, and then another person. I don't know their name. I was like, oh, I wonder if you could switch characters since I saw that. Or if this game has 2-player mode, but I looked online and sadly it's only 1 player. Since a lot of people were asking, hey, can you play as the other character or switch characters or something? So. But other than that, though, that's all I can think of.
So before we go to the next question, no one really mentioned it, but there were a lot of technical issues related to even starting up the game itself. And I'm going to open the floor to everyone who experienced those issues, because personally, I didn't really encounter a whole lot of them. But anyone else who would like to chime in at this moment, go ahead and share what you saw or what you experienced when trying to actually play the game.
It's kind of weird with this game. I couldn't use a controller at all, so I had to use the keyboard, which was fine. But then I also had the issue, like a lot of people, with the small screen. And to fix this, I had to go into my compatibility and my properties for Big Action Mega Fisto, Mega Fight, whatever. And then I had to change it to Windows XP to actually run correctly in a resolution. I tried a lot of different things because I thought it might have been my drawing tablet or other accessories, but no, it was just a really shoddy port. And this is mentioned in some of the reviews and also on the Steam forums. This is like a really lackluster port, and it's really sad that they didn't like fix any of these issues because they're pretty big. And if you experience this and you don't know about like compatibility, like to fix some things, luckily I had the same issue sort of before with The Walking Dead when I played it on PC. So I like kind of knew some things I could do. It was still a headache though. Like, you know, like any game that has technical issues is always annoying when you can't just play it, which is why some people, you know, prefer it on consoles or something. I know it is like a mobile port, so it's not going to be perfect, but it definitely could be a lot better.
Yeah, that's same thing. It's just the small screen.
The only issue I had was just the crash when I was like trying to get into a level, but that was about it. It only happened once, nothing else. Did anyone get that crash as well?
Yeah, sometimes I would get it mid-level actually. It happened about 3 times throughout my whole.
Same.
Luckily,
It happened like 2 times.
Luckily, the levels are short though, so it's not too big of a deal, but still annoying nonetheless.
I mean, those 2 minutes felt long when you had to restart over. You guys already mentioned it the crashing of the system and also the resolution again. I'm glad that like you answered my phone call because I was really gonna play that in a tiny screen. I know Teo Man did.
He beat the whole game with a small screen.
So I was glad
did that.
And you know what Shaishin said?
Yeah, what?
He said, "Oh, just change it to your a different monitor. Like I have a different monitor."
Issue
How to
two with
fix it?
with a tiny screen.
It was I know, yeah, Hamburg called me like late last night, and then I told her, just try this. Change what resolution are you using?
Oh,
She's at 1080,
man.
and I told her to just lower it to 1280 by 1280 by 720, and then it worked. Went full screen.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
so
Shieshan. I'm sorry I don't have 3 monitors.
well, I
That's so
don't know.
weird, 'cause
That's
that
how
didn't
I
work for
saw.
me.
oh, because your monitor's probably too high quality. Gotta lower it to like,
No, both monitors were I changed the resolution. It
You-
still didn't work.
try changing it to
We were trying
144p.
What?
Wait, what?
Me too. I
What?
was like, what?
144. Question 5. Give us your final verdict and final rating from 0 to 10 using a 0.5 scale. So, Big Action Mega Fight is as simple as it gets when it comes to a beat 'em up. It strips the genre down to its bare basics with the combat, the special attacks, the dodge mechanics, the enemy attack readings, And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, it definitely leaves a lot more to be desired, especially if you've already played other better beat 'em up games out there. Good examples is like just Castle Crashers, Streets of Rage 4, just top games in their genre, and I don't know, Big Action Mega Fight is something. With that said, I give Big Action Mega Fight 6 little activity micro skirmishes out of 10. The game really makes you feel like you want to play the mobile version on the Ouya.
It's a simplistic, fun game, but it can be it can lose its funness a little bit for repeating the same stage, same moves, but it can do better. It can do better, but I hate to say this, but giving this game back action fights, I'm just gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10.
Well,
Next.
what was the name of the game?
Action fight. I think it was action fight. Big action mega fight. Oh my lord! Why did you think it was back action?
I
Jeez.
swear, you guys, we did play this game from beginning
We
to
played
end.
a game. We just probably we played it too fast where it wasn't even like
You
significant.
beat it. I swear.
Wait, what did you say before?
I actually called it back action. I did.
Action Mega
Oh, back
Fight.
action. So a cute mobile port that has simple elements, has a really cool upgrade system that gives you some variety as you clean up the streets. But for a mobile game, it turned out pretty alright. With the PC issues aside, that really hinders it, in my opinion. Overall, I would say this game is a solid 7 out of 10. It's a pretty cool nod with some of the references to retro classics.
So I call it a good old-fashioned beat 'em up game that barely has any cons to be labeled as bad. It was enjoyable enough to last to the point it wasn't repetitive, but it coins itself to be very average, not giving it enough potential to be great. 6 out of 10.
Okay, although it was a very short game in which you could probably finish in an hour, strangely, it was pretty captivating, even though it was pretty repetitive. I thought I was pretty captivated through the whole game. That's how I finished it so fast. But I understand that this is a very simple game. You don't expect too much out of it. It is a mobile game. Like, you're not going to get a whole story out of it. I mean, you do. You save the guy, basically.
Save the guy.
But you save the guy. You save
What's the guy's name?
Hawk.
Denzel Washington.
Okay then.
But yeah, like you really can't critique the game that much. Besides, of course, my game did crash, but I was able to log back in. It didn't really affect what level I was on. Although, luckily, it didn't happen while I was doing the time levels. But I did enjoy the game. I really did. So I give this rating a 6 out of 10, which is pretty good in my opinion. But you can't hate this game. You really can't. Like, it's a fun game. It's a fun mobile game.
I mean, you don't have to convince us. I mean,
Yeah, it's really fun. I would definitely play it in a small window if I had to.
it sounds like you're trying to convince us. It's good. I swear.
It's not freaking like what's that good game? Night Call? It's not as good as Night Call, but like
Whoa.
Whoa.
Night Call was
Calm down.
a game. Yeah.
yeah, like it's very like it's not gonna be as good as Night Call, or it's not gonna be as good as Doom because then Shaishin rated 10 out of 10. But
Wow, what a callback.
What a call.
Jeez.
Do you like chickens? Yes. Do you like beating people up? Also, yes. Consensually. Do you hate mohawks? Sometimes. Big Action Mega Fight gets a 6.5 chicken drumlets out of 10. Because I like to beat people up and I like the raining chickens. But I don't like mohawks all the time. And I wish it had a little bit more complexity, so that kind of lost some points. But it's okay. I like the chickens, and that really saved it.
So, Big Action Mega Fight. If you love yourself some very, very nostalgic looking, top-down beat 'em up looking graphics, or like you feel like kind of weird, absurd like references and humors and all that to like other old 80s, 90s tropes to that degree, and with just how easy it is to get into the game, apart from that minor hiccup at first, it's really easy to pick up and play once you learn the controls. They're very simple. And, other than that, how, it was actually a genuinely fun game to just play it to just kill some time if you really want. So the only thing that will dock it points on, of course, is the weird, absurd screen resolution. You can't adjust when you really need to, so that dock some points. And of course, the initial startup, when you play the game, you don't know what to press to navigate the menu, so that could also put some people off right off the bat. So that being said, if I were to give this game a rating, I'd definitely give it a solid 7.
With that said, Big Action Mega Fight gets our final average rating of 45 out of 70, or 64.3%. Thank goodness this is still rating higher than Double Kick Heroes.
Heck yeah.
Amen. Bonus mystery question time. All right. Another round. Let's go. Bonus mystery question asker. Go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah. Okay. It's a 3-part question. It's beautiful.
Why is it
Because the questions themselves are really short. So it's 3 parts.
3-part? Look at this overachiever. Okay.
Anyway, first question. What would your street thug name be? Second question. What is your special move and what is it called? Last but not least, what is your catchphrase?
So, what would my street thug name be? It would be Tough Tight Pants. What I gotta specify, tough is spelled Tuff. That's how freaking streetwise I am,
How tough are you?
Tough.
How tough are you?
How tough am I? I'll have you know, I stepped on a Lego and only cried for 3 years straight.
Oh shoot! What?
Wait, what?
that's tough.
Excuse me?
Thank you. Finally, some respect around here. All right.
Excuse me?
Wow, that scale was very
Listen, it was a Lego piece from the Death Star Lego kit. Okay, that's
Wow.
Wait, when did you have a Lego Death Star kit?
so. Part B.
It's not important right now. It's not important right now.
What is your special move and what is it called? Well, since my name is Tough Tight Pants, my special move is Tight Like My Pants. So how it works is the more you attack me, the more my pants get tighter, and it gets to the point where I start turning red, and I go into an enraged mode because I just can't breathe. My crotch area can't breathe. And yeah, I get a damage buff and all that cool stuff. And then what is your catchphrase? My catchphrase when I'm charging up my attack is "My crotch can't breathe," and then I yell that at the top of my lungs, and I unleash the attack, and then I revert back to my normal untight pants self, and then it just resets. So basically,
That's amazing.
yeah, thank you.
That's amazing.
Basically, to summarize, the more I get hurt, the tighter the pants becomes. I become stronger, and then I release everything in one attack, and then I go back to my normal self.
So when you yell that out loud, will that be like an opera sound, or will it be like a Viking raging scream?
It really depends on which sound pack you have downloaded.
I didn't know they came with a sound pack DLC.
There's DLC content for it. That's how you would unlock my character. Paid DLC.
I heard that he's gonna be addition to Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, for sure. And if not, at least he'll be what's it called? Spirit, Smash Brothers Spirit, one of those stickers. So yeah.
I like Gino.
Oh yeah, like Gino, who's definitely gonna be in Smash because he's relevant. Next.
I'll skip a bit. I still need time to think about.
So I'm sorry.
Oh no,
you're not allowed to do that. We RNG'd into this, so you have to commit.
I can't. It's so hard to think. Oh dear.
Just don't even think. Just launch answers at us.
Do.
All right. Part A. What would your street thug name be?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I can't think of one.
That's a really good street thug name. Okay. Question part B.
Is that gonna be my answer for that one?
You can make it work. Part B. What is your special move and what is it called?
Confusion punch, because I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just gonna go flail around like a madman as people will try to try and attack me, or try and attack me from range.
Dude, I'm digging it. All right. Part C. What is your catchphrase?
I have no idea what I'm doing. Someone save me, please.
All right.
That's
Pretty good.
You made a good character.
Like
Thank
that.
you.
I had no idea this was gonna work.
All right. Well played. Okay. All right. Knox those
Okay,
turns.
next.
All right, I want to keep this nice and short. My street dog name would be Knot Kicker. My special move is the Nut Kicker. And the reason I have this special move is how it feels when Ranamo ditches Blightbound. And my
Good.
catchphrase for this is "Get good, kid," because every time someone uses "kid" in a sentence, they're toxic. I learned that from Apex Legends.
Hey,
Oh,
I
no.
agree. I agree, though.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go A, C, and B. So my street thug name from one of my heroes. My name would be Creeper.
God.
Oh no.
And my catchphrase, man, I'm gonna say like, I know I'm going to hell, but I'm at peace with it. And as the character who plays Creeper in one of my favorite movies, The Tax Collector, is Shia LaBeouf, and my special move is that I'm actually white.
What is? Is this a continuation of your guacamole?
No, that's my favorite street thug name.
The creeper?
What's happening?
I don't
Creeper.
know.
All right.
I'm kind of scared right now.
Bro, how am I supposed to compete with that? How am I supposed to compete with that?
Well, you just got to beat and
Oh my god. Okay, so my street dog name is
What is going
Oh,
on?
that is pretty good. All right.
okay. My street dog name will be the Moocher.
The Moocher?
The Moocher. Yeah, the
Oh,
Moocher.
Okay.
But it's DA, the how yours is like
Oh, yeah, like
a
TUFF.
DA, the Moocher.
I gotcha.
The Moocher.
Badass over here. All right.
Yeah. So my special move would be basically begging you for money until you feel bad. And then be like, bro, I owed you I gave you a favor, now you're gonna give me a favor back. So that's my special move. And then basically, like if we're in a video game, I do that, and then all your stats will like go down. So that's one of my things. And then my catchphrase would be, "Hey bro, can I borrow a couple bucks?"
Oh my god. That's actually
Jeez.
that's a really strong enemy because at that point you wouldn't even be able to do any upgrades.
Yeah,
have
I'd be
no
like, "Hey bro,
money.
could I borrow a couple bucks?" Hey, I thought you were my friend. I thought you were my friend.
Wow,
Yes.
that backstabbing.
That's my
Betrayal.
special move.
Yeah, you could probably be friends with Creeper.
I actually have gone by this name a few times, and I think it makes me feel pretty thug. Shinester. It's
what?
It has a special place in my heart. Okay, Shinester, shiny Shinester, but mostly just Shinester.
Okay,
Like-
no, I didn't know what you said. I was
I'll
like,
give
wait,
you a
what was it?
shiny.
Wait.
Ooh, what kind? What kind?
The black eye kind. Oh god! Oh, that should be my catchphrase, but it's not. Dang it! That was actually kind of cool. Maybe I'm just thinking that. And then my special move, it's partially inspired by when I was going by the nickname Shinester. I would do this thing called the pineapple, where I jump up and create a pineapple with my body, and then I would kick my leg out because I like the character Hwa-Rang from Tekken. So it'd be the pineapple crane kick. Which doesn't make sense, but I love it. Because he's laughing about it.
No, I did not expect that.
So I would do the pineapple. I smack my foot out and smack you in the face, and then land on one leg and keep crane pose and keep smacking like Hwa-Rang does. That's my special move until the timer runs out, like in the game with the fist. Tornado or whatever. Fistnado.
Oh, the Fistnado.
Sharknado. Yeah, see, you understand. And then my catchphrase is something I said as a kid a lot. Don't touch me, peasant! And I just kick them away.
Touch me, peasant.
Because they're beneath me.
How's it feel being on that? How's it feel being on that below tax bracket full? What the frick?
I was so proud of my answers this time, but mostly because I had the most time to think about it because I wrote the question.
Advantage.
I don't know what to say. I don't know, dude. All right, if I were to make a name if I were to have a street name, oh man, probably just something just absurdly like out there you wouldn't expect, like oh no, get ready, it's Jeff or something. Street name would be Jeff.
You go with Bert.
All right, Doug, Jeff.
Bert.
What's your special move? What's it called?
I call it the suplex. Nice and simple.
I feel like that shouldn't count. That's not.
I know, but I actually
move. That's a basic.
It's
basic
not even a move.
See, it's not the initial impact that where it counts. It's the long term. It's when you use it on someone, they're going to be eating out of a straw.
Isn't that drinking then?
No, it's never mind. I guess you don't get what it means. No, it's never mind. Okay, that's a little too dark, I guess, of a joke for most to get. Okay, if I were to make a special move, probably just kick him in the nuts. I don't care. Call it the low blow. whatever it takes to win, right?
It's called the low blow. It can be taken many ways.
Exactly.
Yo, he's doing the low blow.
Exactly. You make him think they're getting something nice, and then you give him something bad instead.
Ah, you saved it.
Demonetized.
Psychological.
Oh,
Thanks for coming
Psychological warfare.
All right, just bleep out all of the special parts.
And that concludes episode 9 of Video Game Book Club for the month of August 2021. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you Soul, Nakuso, Shaishen, Hamber, Bajirwin, and Tailman for participating in this month's Video Game Book Club. As always, everyone's links to their YouTubes, Twitches, Twitters, and social media will be in the description box below. Take care, have a good one, and we'll catch you in the next episode of Video Game Book Club. Say goodbye, everyone.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Hey, bro, can you hand me a couple bucks?
Yeah, yeet. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Bye.
Track you down and hear the truth coming straight from you. Never knew where you had run your only son. The child you never knew I could have been so wrong. And the only thing I'm sure I wish I never cared. If you did, you would.